All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, and today we are going to answer a tag video that originally came from Wayne's Sharp World, and he did a really cool video on his Mount Rushmore of knives. And then I saw JB over at Big Red EDC's, and I figured I got to throw my hat in the ring here. So, of course, as usual with Knives Fast, mine will be a little bit different. Just because that's the way I am. So let's start. So basically, you got the Mount Rushmore the real Mount Rushmore that has George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Wow, tried to blank on that one. So basically, what Wayne came up with was categories that each of these guys fit in. And so for George Washington, who, by the way, is my favorite president. I've read a lot of books on him, so I agree with Wayne's assertion, the toughest president. So the toughest knife. Washington was one tough dude, and all you got to do is do a little bit of research on him, and just Valley Forge and all that is enough for me, but there's so much more. He was a surveyor going through backwoods all over Virginia and everywhere else. So tough dude. So my tough knife is actually a fixed blade. I don't do enough love for fixed blades on the channel, and I do have a few. I don't have a ton. And if you've seen my review on this guy, you'll understand where I'm coming from. This is the Tour Knives Field 2.0. You see a little bit of scraping there on the coating. That's because I put this guy through the ringer. This knife has been outdoors doing so many wood chopping and feather sticking and falling in a river. Yeah, I did that. You can even see a little bit of watermark here on the sheath where I fell in a river. I have put this guy through it. It now has my edge on it, and let me tell you, that edge and that blade is just amazing. It just keeps coming back for more. And just really love this knife. So I'm going to put the sheath over here, and we'll put this guy up here as my tough George Washington. All right, so the next one is Thomas Jefferson, and what he said here was that Jefferson was instrumental in bringing ice cream to America, and I love ice cream, by the way. He said the sweetest knife. So my sweetest is this translucent blue Manix 2. If you've watched the channel, you know I love my Manix 2s. And as a matter of fact, on the toughest knife, the Manix 2 G10 Black was almost my toughest, but I decided to give it to the fixed blade there. This is actually a gift from my wife, Scarlett. This one was literally brought up by her. I had mentioned this knife to her. She did a little research on her own, knew I love Spyderco's, found this knife, and gave this to me. So this one will always hold a special place in my heart. I wanted this guy for a long time, and so this was last Christmas, and I love that knife. So that's the sweetest. And then his Teddy Roosevelt was instrumental in the Panama Canal, having that brought to us. And so that started a lot of import business into America. So he picked your favorite import knife. And I struggled on this one because you guys know how much I love my wee banter. And so I've shown that one enough. And besides, this one's just a little bit better as far as just the overall of this knife. This is the Giant Mouse GM2. I just love this knife. This is number 27. As you know, they make 300. Just absolutely love this knife, and just listen to that thwack when you open it. I just love the way it locks up. Love this knife. Just an incredible knife. So that's my import, obviously made in Italy. For Giant Mouse, for Jesper Vaxness and Jens Anso, they came together, made Giant Mouse, and this was made in Moncengo, Italy, and I'm sure I pronounced that absolutely incorrectly, and you can all tell me in the comments, and that's fine. So I thought my next one, which is Abraham Lincoln was the only president to hold a patent. I thought this one was going to be easy because I swore that this Ed Van Hoy snap lock, which is one of my showpieces in my collection, had to have had a patent. And I did some searching, and I did not find that Ed holds a patent on this knife. I still love it. I still think it's incredible. So I'm going to give it honorable mention here. So we'll set this guy over here. It doesn't officially count, but that's okay. So what's the next patent I came up with? It is the Paramilitary 2. And you ask, well, what patent is that beautiful blue knife holding? And that is for the compression lock. I did look that up. The compression lock is a patent that was held. I'm not sure if it still is or not, but was held by Spyderco for some period of time. Love this knife. If you've never held one or gotten one, you should check it out. This is the Bento Box M390 exclusive. I just absolutely love this knife, and if you followed me at all, you know this is one of the crown jewels of my collection as well. So there you have it. We'll go through them one more time. The Thomas Jefferson of my knife collection is the toughest, and so this is the Tour Field 2.0. Then the sweetest for Thomas Jefferson, who brought us ice cream to some degree. You know, you hear all these stories. He also was responsible for people starting to eat tomatoes in America because a lot of people thought they were poisonous. Anyway, there you go. And so this is a gift from my wife, the Manix 2 translucent blue lightweight. And then import for Teddy Roosevelt is the GM2 from Giant Mouse. And then last but not least, the patent for the compression lock for Abraham Lincoln is the Paramilitary 2. And there you go. So that's my Mount Rushmore of knives. Love to see more of you guys out there that have channels posting about it. Thanks, Wayne, for the open tag, and thanks, JB, for extending that out even further. So you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.